Hi guys, Stelek here. So, it's time to get some more work done on the second faction primer, the Magellani Hegemony. Um, oh, let's see. Hmm. So I wrote some special rules because I'm trying to make it so that everybody has something extra. So this is part of what I came up with last night, and I don't remember exactly where I stopped because I had problems coming up. So um, anyway, so the internet was was not working right. So I was like, well, I guess I can't fucking stream. I waited hours for it to work right, but you know where I'm at, it's Comcast, so of course, nothing can do about it. Um, so let's make this a little more readable. Because a lot of times what I do is I'll just create a rule and throw it out there and call it a day, right? And that's and like I just made this stuff up like I think I think that's how you'd spell tyrannosaur. I don't know. Let's see. Probably not, but let's see. Oh, it's two N's. So hey, sure, I can misspell it because that makes it something you can copyright. So yeah. Um. Anyway, so the reason I'm using dinosaur names is because in the background of this universe that I've created, the idea is the old gods, so the H.P. Lovecraft stuff. That's kind of the dark side of humanity, right? Um, some of them are in outer space or in other places, and so where I've decided to put them is in the Magellanic Clouds. Okay, so there's the big one and the small one. They're just outside the Milky Way. Um, so these invaders are from there, and part of why they're basically a caste system, and they're migrating because the gods are more powerful than these galaxy spanning than this galaxy spanning empire. So they're coming here because those gods can't come here because the gods in the Milky Way are stopping them. Anyway, so but originally, I'm gonna say I've tied most factions to Earth, right? So Earth gods, Earth cults, stuff like that. Earth civilizations, um, and even Earth species. So, like in this example, even though they are not the same, a lot of names will end up being dinosaur names because I want to, you know. So, um, anyway, so here's what I was doing was doing poison tokens. Oh, may consume. Yeah. So basically against larger things, you get more bonuses. And against smaller things, you get less. So, and whether that's going to stay that way, I don't know. And this is kind of clunky because I'm really not sure how I'm going to make it. Might just make it that units of champions are just immune to the poison because reasons. You know, I don't want people to have to track too much bullshit. So, um, so I like to think of it as like there's a buildup. So the Magellani shoot you, and you suffer a failed save, and you get a poison token generated. Now there's a maximum amount, right? So small units only get one, medium get two, large get three, huge get four. Okay. Um, basically they're the apex predator. So the larger you are, the more effective they are against you, because that's what they do. Well, small things are inconsequential. So, and you'll see that throughout the flavor of this book. That's the kind of the whole point. So we have a couple things like this. This is just a description of what this is, based off the scientific word for nerves, right? So if you have the nervous exceptional trait, you can substitute through your own leadership, but not your leadership DRM, for any friendly units tests. If they yeah, I should say within range. Within 4 inches. The unit has no linked unit leader or champion. So basically, if a leader or champion isn't with it, and skill checks and cybermancy tests are not subject to this rule. So you can't have a cybermancy unit and not have a leader with it and have it casting stuff. Like, nope, you gotta. It's different. So so let's say something's leadership 6, which I'm going to go through and create certain things that are lower leadership. You can pass your leadership to them. But if you fail, so let's say it was an MC plus 2, okay. And you failed, like you had a leadership 9 guy because you were leadership 6, so it passed you a leadership 9. And you failed, so you rolled 7 or whatever. And probably this part should be deleted since it's such a short range, right? So probably should delete this. If the champion and is within 4 inches. So, anyway, so that lets you do that. But then here, modified by model or units. They've not been taken, but maybe should be maybe. So basically, let's say you have a 9-2 leader, and he gives you leadership 9 with a -2, and you and you have an MC plus 2, and you fail. If you fail that, and what it probably should be is, if that unit fails, instead of taking another MC, because I'm conscious of how many extra dice rolls you got to take, right? Or model, yeah. So probably like this. Providing the also failed there. So basically, and it probably still needs to be cleaned up, but it works better. By the providing, sorry about that, and it's not me. By providing model or units leader DM and conversation may not be taken. So in other words, so you can give your full bonus to a friendly unit, and um, if that unit blows the roll, then your leader providing it gets his mind blown out by it, and whatever their leadership modifier modifies their armor save rolls. So let's say you have a 1+ armor save, and you get lit up by this, and but you're a leadership 10 -2. That means it's going to be -2 because there's no AP on those, right? So just the better your leadership, the more likely you are to just, or sorry, the better your armor save, the less likely you are to care about the failed leadership checks. But anyway, this is something that I've been experimenting with, and so I like how it works. So, okay, nope. Let's select that properly. There you go. So then there's an example, and so yeah, and it probably should be, there you go. And then to make it the way that it normally is, yeah, don't want that. There we go. So basically, this rule is distinct, unlike many other rule books. Basically, this is, oh, and let's spell that right. I did that in a couple of places, and I don't know how the hell I typed that in wrong, but because I typed it in right everywhere else, and I just typed it wrong, and I was like, oh yeah, good job. So you know the name of the rule and the number of the rule, and of course they're different. And that way you can go, this is what these things are. So, yeah, I'm just going to delete this. So, normally get. Basically, champions are immune to it. So, anyway, so basically the unit they were with. So if you wounded a champion in a unit of champions, the champions would get it. So I have to put in the exception to say no, they wouldn't, and it works better. So, yeah. So, we've got this here. That's there. That's fine. I don't know how I did that, but let's do this. Let's replace. It's just a copy paste error, obviously. Okay. So that was the last place I had to fix it. So, all right, so I've already figured out the models, and I just have to figure out what I want them to do, right? But I want to show you yeah, the other stuff I was working on. Oh. Go. Yep, always a pain in the ass. There you go. Okay. No spacing. Thanks. It's the way I like to format it, and it's just sometimes it works well, and other times not so much. Okay, good. Yeah, so I've got to figure that out. Yeah. Oh yeah, this I have to do. I have to go figure out, like, pick a couple of different models. Oh, models. Specific models. Pick specific models. So Broodlord. So I should probably say oh, well, that doesn't really help. Warrior or Lictor, sure. Why not? No, the Lictor's the same size. Whatever. I should probably do something different. I don't know what. I'll have to figure that out later. I don't really care. So, rank this one. Or Earthbound. Yeah. Now the thing to remember is, what did I do for the other guys? Because I honestly don't remember what I did. I did it a little bit differently. Let's see. I didn't actually write it down, so good job. Probably should just be grunts. Yeah, grunts and infantry. Yep, okay. Most leaders and champions would end up being grunts or infantry. Okay. Gain the infantry. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out the rule that I want to write. So just as an example of a vehicle leader. Oh, so they can only mount in a specific kind of vehicles, and they lose the grunts and infantry unit types, and lose the earthbound movement type, and gain the unit type and movement type of their selected unit. Such models never dismount and perish when their vehicle is removed from play. So, and in this one, they're different in that they're not like leaders are different. So, and probably, yeah, I'm trying to think. The champions. Yeah, so this one. Okay, this one should be here. So, Broodlord. Yeah, and then here, I don't know if I've got a Hive Tyrant model already selected. So, oh, I do for that one. Oh, that's okay. No, so I've got to do not a Hive Tyrant, but something a little bit different. Yeah. So, yeah. So let's see. No. All right. Let's see where I'm at. Sorry, I got to get Firefox up. There we go. All right. So, oh my God, where's the U.S. flag? There we go. Yeah. Okay. All right. So Tyranids. I think I should just do Tyranid Warrior. Oh, but a Broodlord is about the same size as a Tyranid Warrior. Yeah, so I'm kind of at a stumbling point as to what I want to do with it. No, he looks bigger. Did they change him? Yeah, they must have changed him. Okay, so if he's bigger, it's not like there's really a character that you can do with that, but I'll just say Deathleaper or Lictor. Oh, yeah, sure, that's fine. And then back to that. Okay. And I can tidy up later. Just it needs to be so that you can run as much as you can from any particular model range. That's all. So these guys don't really get a different name. They're just whatever. I haven't figured out if I'm going to do a leader or not. So, but I have to go down here. So far to go. So far. Okay. So here's some of the things that I've added. So basically I add 5 Cybermancies and 2 Crescendos to every army. So yeah. So it's part of what they do. All right. So champions can do this. So for each PowerPoint expended 3. This is the normal is it's 1 to 3. So that's how much it costs. So 1 to 3. enemy. Yeah, I don't know. I just copied it from the other one. That thing up there, I shouldn't have copied that. There you go. Up to the maximum allowed. Okay. And it doesn't matter if they're activated or not. Yeah. Like literally I just copied that line and then edited, right? So, and excuse me. So cybermancy is basically casting powers, right? Hold on a second. Where crescendos occur because you did things, right? So you generate PowerPoints, and as you generate the PowerPoints, you keep track of how many you've expended, or sorry, gained, not expended. And then of course, as you gain them, you can immediately expend them. But it doesn't matter if they're expended or not. It's when you gain them, called favor of the gods. It's a nice way to put it. So when you have 16 total, you can use one of these, right? And you can use these, or you can use the ones that are provided in the main rulebook. So, all right. So we have war gear. So I've got some weapons, and then obviously I've got some things here filled out. So, so yeah. So I got to figure out what these are going to do, which I obviously haven't done yet, and I need other things open. Oh, excuse me. Okay. So basically, the way this works is to try and keep some semblance of balance. So the carriers are limited, and so there's only going to be a certain number of actual options because there's only one carrier. So, but they come from the war gear, and then I just pick and choose and put stuff down there. So let's see. Yes, I got to figure out what I want them to do. But I don't have to do that right now because obviously I don't need to. Adds +1 to units armor save. And so basically you can pick one, right? And the reason that matters is because you can have a bunch of leaders. So this doesn't literally mean you can have one of any of these 10 per 500 points because you're not playing a 5,000 point game, right? It's limited basically means for every 500 points, you can have one of those, right? Not all this. And it's made clear elsewhere, but anyway. So for every 500 point, for every, if you have a 2,000 point army or 1,500 point army, you can have 3 or 4 of these in your army. Oh, that's all. And of course, duplicates on the same model or unit are not permitted. Yeah. Oh, duplicate items of war gear. Yeah. So just, to make it clear, you can't do that. So adds +1 to units armor save, +1 per wound per model. So, so, and some things will be restricted, so like this one will be restricted. Oh, items marked with are restricted to 1 per army, right? To a model or unit's armor save. And exception, no, it's not exception, it's disallowed. Behemoths. They're strong enough. they don't need that. So let's see. I want that to be bioenhancement. All right. So nervous bundle may store up to 2 power points. 5. It's just 5. Should be 6 because any ability is 5 points. Any number is any number of 1 is free. Any number beyond that costs 1 per every number beyond 1. So if it was a 3, it would cost 7 because it would be 2 extra points. So so let's see. Cover save right there. And that's actually what I do. So let's see. Oh no, that's not what I want. That's going to be something different. My bad. That one actually belongs here. Okay. So to there you go. All right. Sharpened talons. Adds +1 AP. I'm trying to think. Adds an AP1, AP2 attack. No, not attack. Adds weapon. If doubles are rolled in CQB for this unit's CQB firepower roll. So basically, you roll doubles, and if you do, you get an AP2 weapon for your attack. Okay. Removed after CQB is resolved. Yeah. So let's put this like this. And go back up here. Yeah, sure. There you go. Thanks. Okay. After each round of combat. Okay. So, yeah. So you roll doubles and you add an AP2 weapon, and what happens is when you're resolving your morale check and you fail, if you have you'll have an armor save that you take, or let's say you get a reduction instead because the firepower is so great, right? The first one you for each one that you have, you take the worst or sorry, the best AP value the enemy has, you apply it to your unit. So if they have an AP1, AP2, and AP4 attacks, the AP1 and the AP2 attacks get applied to your first two saves, and then the AP4 saves. And if you have an armor value of 3+, the 4+s would go against that, and the AP1s and 2s would either have to go against your cover save. Cover saves can't be taken in close combat, so then it would have to go against your impregnable save. If you don't have an impregnable save, oh well. So, yeah. So, nope. I'm just trying to think where. Yeah. So that one is going to be medium models 4+, impregnable save for large or behemoth models. So 5+ is 5, and then 4+ is 6. Those numbers are probably wrong, but that's okay because it doesn't really matter. They'll only be purchased. So let's see. Nope. I want. Nope. I want. There you go. Okay, that's better. Let's see. Unit may move into deep strike reserves instead of moving. There you go. So let's see. Yeah, so I'm thinking, yeah, I gotta clean that up. But anyway, this is adds sensors 1, 2. Let's just do 5. No, 6. Sensors 2 is fine. Sensors lets you defeat stealth, which lets you make it so people can't shoot you. Or at least not shoot that unit. They might have to shoot something else. So, let's see here. What else do I want to do? Consumes all poison tokens on target, adds plus power. For each poison token consumed. adds +1. See, I'm figuring it out. +1, you gotta get on a roll. +1 firepower for each poisoned token. Yeah, adds +2 AT firepower. Put it on the token. Yeah. So do like that. Yeah, and then we'll, oops, do like this. Over here, and that'll be anti-infantry. Demoralizing lash. Adds. Nope. 10 tokens on the target. Point blank range only. All leadership tests. All pin MC. Further negative DRM for each token consumed. There you go. At a rate of 1 DRM per 1 token. Negative. No, it can't be that. Oh. I'm thinking what I can make it be. I don't want it to be where things get broken because of that. No, because the other player would know. So that's coming. Oh. Yeah. Point blank. Fire only. All pin or subject to a further. Just trying to think. What kind of result do I want to generate? So, let's do, Yeah, if a unit additional required armor save for each poison token consumed. These additional saves have no AP value. Okay. Have an AP value of dash 0. Have no AP value. That's better. Okay. Okay, so that's better. 3 inches of template, round down. Apply 1 poison token to any within whose yeah. Um 'kay. Consumes all poison tokens on the target. Adds an additional wound. No AP value. Poison token consumed. I'm trying to think. That's firepower. There's more wounds. Yeah. I just want them to be different. Oh. CQB only. See, there's a close quarters battle concept going on here. So let's see. So that'd be 6. So normally that'd be 5, right? But it has an AP2 weapon, so it's 9, right? Because 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. It's 5 points, so it should be 10. Oh, anyway, this one is different. So it shouldn't be for each poison token. You should just add +2. Yeah. So that way I can make sure I know what it is. So firepower is always 2 points per. So that's 9. No, yeah. No, yes, I think that's right. Anyway, that's 5. Um, worst AP value by 1. That'd be 5, 7. That's 2 points for that. Oh, can't be that much. It's too much. It's crazy. Oh, 7. Maybe, yeah. Nope. Should be 9. Firepower isn't a straight number. Firepower always costs. So, yeah, that one's just 5. It's not a number per se. It just lets you add them. Oh. You may apply different poison tokens, different units on how large your template is. Poison additional owned, no vapor for, yeah. So that's just 5. Okay. Oh. Each round of combat, add into one enemy unit, still in. This way you can generate more. Up to all right. Yep. Yep. Behemoths don't need it. No. Leaders and champions would just abuse it. Okay. Now let's see. How do I want to do that? That's what the stinger tail to do. Yeah. So. within 4 inches of with this rule. So basically, it lets you ignore defensive fire from models entering from reserves. Oh, some things it doesn't matter on, but that one it could. So, now what do I want to do with that, with the stinger tail? I'm not sure. No poison tokens on the target. For take beyond the first, resolve this test with aim with a negative DRM. All right. So yeah. So that would be 5. Okay. So there's a big focus on close quarters battle, as there should be. So then, and go to my carrier options. Go, what do I want to do with that? So caustic blood. We'll take that. Let's do that one. I'm thinking. So cover 1, 5, cover 2, 6. See? Now what I should do is look at I need to look at the carrier, right? Oh, I don't think I have it listed as a carrier. Could just be name here because I haven't actually put a name in. Let's see, pulse jet. Nope. Motorized. Sport pod. Okay. That's what I wanted to see. Was that one? Oops. There we go. All right. All right, so let's see what we're looking at here, right? Is this okay. Weird looking, but it's something I can deal with. Oh, let's see. Oh, better hurry up and finish flushing this stuff out. All right. So back to this word. All right. Save it. So we're going to do that. And I'm thinking what I want to do. Multiple units. That's part of why I have those in there. And that. Okay. Yeah. So, so you can have a selection, and you can add them all to your stuff, to your transport if you want to. Oh, or you can have 4 of them out of 5. You can't have them all. So, but yeah, so you can make it so people can't easily just come up and punk your little mouth monster that you landed on the planet and threw up some monsters. So anyway, so I think yeah, that's better. Okay, so that's better. Um, yeah, these don't have costs because they're just, if you have the PowerPoints, you can do it. So, um, anyway, so yeah, so there's that. Um, let's go up here and do no spacing, and then we can delete that. Okay. No spacing. Okay, that's better. Yeah. So, yeah, so there's just unique stuff, the war gear options, the carrier weapons, the range weapons. Yeah. So anyway, um, so I have some stuff that I've got to go do. So, and then I'll be busy later. The rest of the day I'll be busy. Um, so, but I've got a lot of the work that needs to be done here done. Um, yeah, there's nothing there. So delete. And yeah, I realize I've got this here. And I don't know if I'll change it or not. So, or I might just make it match the other stuff. It's always good to have more ideas. Um, in any case, so, um, what I'm trying to demonstrate is it's not hard to do this. It's time consuming, you know. Anyway, and then I'll go through and I'll make the models something. So I think I yeah, I'm busy for the rest of the day, and so I don't know if it's gonna be Thursday or Friday. Um, Probably Friday morning is my guess. But I might work on this offline and then show people what I did. So, but anyway, if you have any questions, just hit up the blog, yesthetruthhurts.com, and I'll be glad to answer. Thanks. Bye bye.